The American Rodeo has come to an end for 2024, and among the champions, J.D. Struxness, a time of 4.60 in the championship round. Qualifier who could have won the $1 million, finished in the number 2 spot, Stephen Mullins, with a time of 4.74. But JD joins us. JD, congratulations. How big a deal is this to win this $100,000 this spring for you? What's it mean to you going forward?
Oh man, to win the American, that's just an awesome. That's what events like this is what we work for every day, making sure we stay sharp and all that. So to be able to go to the American and get the win, it's your work paying off, and you get a big chunk of money for all the work you put in. And now we have some money to do some things around the place, and different things. And then you got a good start and confidence to roll on through the year.
Yeah, it must be easier to rodeo. I mean, this takes a lot of your stress off of, just little things like buying fuel and paying entry fees and, travel. And are you going to be able to take care of the family back home while you're out on the road? It must be easier to rodeo when you don't have any of that stuff bothering you. Am I right?
Yeah, no, it definitely takes a bunch of those weights off your shoulder, like you talked about. That big chunk of money, and early on in the year, getting stuff set up. But there's still work to do, so we have to make sure that we get back to work and we keep chipping away at the end goals of the year. This was one goal that we knocked off, but there's still many more to be filled throughout the year. So we just got to keep putting in the work and keep working towards those goals that we have for the end of the year.
JD is a 5-time qualifier to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. It doesn't seem to me like you've been around that long. Go to the NFR 5 times.
Yeah,
5-time NFR qualifier. Tell me about your 4.6. Tell me about that last run at the American.
The last run going into that final round, I had all the guys that on my team there, Matt Reeves, Ty Erickson, Hunter Kier, and then Remy Parrott really stepped up there at the American. Matt Reeves' Hayes horse went down just a couple of days before, so we filled the hazing spot with Remy, and that horse that him and Rowdy have, that's a very nice horse, and Remy did a great job hazing. So going into that final round, we all got together and we were talking about it. We really liked the steer for the pen that I had. We knew he was a chance and would give us a chance, and so we just knew we had to go out there and take care of business and do our job. And so we talked about, made sure that we had a comfortable start that was going to get us in the barrier, but stay on the right side of it. And then we went out there, and the steer had gained put on some weight since the last time we saw it, so there's a little more steer than we thought was going to be there. But Ty Erickson's horse, he worked great and gave me a good go at him. And then once I got my hands on him, I knew I just had to slow down and make sure that I got him to lay over good. And it all the way everything shook out, it worked out in our favor.
Tell me about that horse at Ty Erickson's, because he's done pretty well on that horse.
Yeah, no, that's a very nice horse. Ty Erickson has their crush. Yeah, I picked him last year when I was going through which horse I wanted to ride at the finals, and yeah, baby.
Oh, I love it when the family shows up. Keep going.
Yep. Yep.
Come inside and tell me.
Okay. When I'm done on the call, I'll come inside. Yeah. No. Anyway, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah. No. That's a great horse of Ty Erickson's, and I when I was going through which horse I wanted to ride at the NFR last year, he was on my list, and we got to watch him back and gave Ty a call and told him that that's the horse I'd like to ride at the finals. And so we got hooked up and practiced, and the horse felt great out there, and my confidence was high on him. So talked to Ty about rodeoing together this year, and he was all about it. And so getting to ride that horse and horses like that plays a huge part in the bulldogging, because he backs in there and he's so easy in the corner. You're going to get to take the start you want on him, and every time he's going to be running and give you a chance to catch the steer and make a run.
Let me ask you about the Parrott boys, Remy and Rowdy. Both of them are really good bulldoggers. I don't know that, and maybe in particular Remy, and JD, if what I'm about to say is wrong, please tell me. But they're both really good hazers too.
Oh yeah, no, they both they both do a good job. You know, that's a great family from Louisiana there, and so when we called them, we knew we kind of needed that hazing horse, and Remy does a great job hazing. So they were the ones we were really wanting to get to fill the void there, and you know, them being the guys they are, it was no problem. Remy stepped right up and took me, Matt, and Ty on with the hazing, and he was also hazing for Tyler Wazen back there. So he took us all on, and he did a great job that day.
Tell me about that little girl that just made a cameo in this interview. How cool is that?
Yes.
How hard is it to leave home?
Oh man, those little girls, they've made it a lot harder to leave home for sure. But you know, having them there with me, they got to be there at the American, and so having them there for them big wins makes them more special. And I know it definitely makes it harder to leave home. So our rodeo circle has changed a little bit, so we get to be home and go see them more often. And you know, we're gonna keep doing this as long as the body holds up, and until we can't leave home anymore.
I want to ask you about a partnership that you and I both enjoy with Unbeatable Feeds. Um, they're forage only product. We love our horses do really well on it. Talk to me about what they've done for you.
Oh, Unbeatable Feeds. That's a great company. You know, their whole team is great to work with. They get you anything you need and what you need, and they're always there to help in more ways than just the feed. You know, you can give Brian or Jason a call, and they're gonna help you with whatever you need. And you know, I'm like you, that new product they came out with, the forage only. I'm a big fan of it. I feed it to everything on the place. That's a great feed that they come out with, and then just the beet pulp in general has been a great feed for years, and they are getting the knowledge out there about the beet pulp products to people to you know, better educate on them on how to use them and incorporate them into their feed program. Because with the beet pulp, I feel like that was a huge part that was missing from it, is there wasn't anybody earlier on educating about people about it, and now Brian and the team, they're really putting it out there and educating people. So they got a great deal going there, and their feeds just, you know, they keep stepping up to the plate with their feeds, and they just keep getting better and better.
You're a Minnesota boy originally. Um, did you have a little bit of knowledge and experience, or because a lot of the beet pulp product comes from the upper Midwest? Did you have any knowledge and experience with all of that before you got to college at Northwest Oklahoma State, before you became a part of the Unbeatable family?
I had some experience with it, but like when I was talking to Jason Bryan out there at the finals, I didn't really have the knowledge on it. Years ago, you know, because we're right there in beet pulp or sugar beet central there, being from Milan, Minnesota. There's sugar beets all over the place, and you know, so we had dealt and fed with the beet pulp a little bit prior to meeting these guys, but like my education wasn't up to date on it, and that's a big thing. Like even with me, they educated me on it, and the benefits of feeding beet pulp and whatever. Because you know, I just thought it was since we were sugar beet central, it was a little cheaper for us to get. So it was you know, I knew there must have been something to it when we were feeding it when I was a younger kid, but I didn't know how much there was actually to it. You know, source wise, and so getting the education on that here through Unbeatable Feeds has been a huge help in getting and maintaining a quality feed program for these performance horses.
I promise this is the last question, JD, and I've kept you longer than I asked you for. But do you realize how big a week this could be? Because now you're headed to the semifinals in Houston. You add 50,000 on Sunday in Houston to 100,000 on Saturday at the American. This turns into a kind of a month of March to remember.
Yeah, no, that's right, and these are the opportunities and things we always dream of, and this is why this is what we work towards, is opportunities like this. So you know, hopefully things go my way and we can get that big win in Houston on Sunday too. And you know, like you said, it'll be a great march to remember, and it will really remind you why you put the work in, and they will be you know, reaping the benefits of all the work you've put into this, you know, in a few two or I think it'd be 3 short weeks.
Yeah, he's one of the greats from Bulldogger U, Northwest Oklahoma State University in Alva, Oklahoma, under the tutelage of the great Stockton Graves. Stockton talked to you at all? Did he call you and say, hey, nice job or anything?
No, I haven't talked to him yet. I'm sure there'll be a phone call call coming from Stockton. He always stays in touch with all of us, and yeah, and the all the knowledge he has, there's always something there to pick his brain about and whatnot. So I'm sure when he calls, there'll be a big congratulations, and then tell you to get your head back down and get to work.
Congratulations. Here's what you did wrong. Fix it next time. I doubt very seriously, Stockton. JD, congratulations on the American. Continued success. We'll see you somewhere soon.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Steer wrestler JD Struxness just won the American.